Hi, this is Dr. Whiting again, and welcome to Part 8 of our staff training series. We're continuing now with our discussion of targeted nutritional formulas, formulas that are so powerful that they can potentially change the quality and quantity of life for your members and clients. Calcium, a most essential mineral, as many of female members and clients of yours I'm sure already know, is one of the most difficult of minerals to absorb. And for that reason, we offer a variety of calcium supplements. The first, of course, is a calcium capsule. We also have a tablet, and the one I'm most excited about, and the one I feel most passionate about, we have a calcium liquid. And this liquid calcium provides a very high potency of calcium, 1,200 milligrams per ounce. It is ideal for ladies who are particularly concerned about osteoporosis or bone loss, because the bioavailable nature of a liquid suspension is oftentimes very helpful for these types of individuals. Regardless of which calcium you choose, it is important to understand that your calcium supplement must, very important, must have all of the cofactors that we know are helpful. Now, most calciums have magnesium, they have boron, they have vitamin D, and those are great and very important. But if you're concerned about bone loss specifically, then you need to know that calcium is only carried to the bone, to the cells or the tissue of the bone, when 4 trace minerals are present. And the key is that these trace minerals must be present at the same exact time as the calcium. You can't take them 4 or 5 hours later, it's too late. You have a window of opportunity, as it were, and you have to take advantage of it. Those 4 trace minerals are manganese, copper, zinc, and strontium. So when you look at your calcium label, you now know what kind of calcium you need to be seeking. And if your members are taking a calcium supplement that doesn't provide these key trace minerals, they're only getting a fraction of the potential calcium absorption that they might have received otherwise. The next formula I want to talk about is FibroEase. FibroEase is our nutritional support formula for those individuals suffering from fibromyalgia. And this formula provides adrenal support. It provides nutrients to help alter the chemistry of the brain so these individuals do not suffer from ongoing insomnia. This formula also provides a wide variety of nutritional factors that have been clinically shown to help detoxify the body. It is our theory here at our research institute, and it is still a theory, that the majority of people suffering from fibromyalgia do so because of excess toxins in the body. Now, we don't know why these toxins build up, but we do know that when we detoxify their system, their symptoms, their pain, their discomfort is greatly reduced, if not eliminated. So FibroEase, together with our 2 detoxification programs, the Oxy Aloe and the ToxiCleanse, provide what we call the fibromyalgia support system. And it has been very effective in giving back the quality of life to literally hundreds and hundreds of people who have used it. ImmuGuard is the next formula that I'd like to talk about, and ImmuGuard is nutritional support for the immune system. And I recommend this formula be used every fall. Now, fall is different in different parts of the country, but when the weather starts to change, when the air currents start to change, and they start to bring those fall and winter bugs that everyone seems to catch, I recommend for all of my clients that they take our ImmuGuard formula, our immune support formula, whether they need it or not, for 30 days. And that might be in September, that might be in October, or even November, depending on the part of the country in which you live. But by doing so, you give a boost to the immune system, and people who do that consistently find that they go through the entire cold and flu season with almost no risk of colds and flus whatsoever. And if on rare occasion they do come down with a cold or flu, they're usually over it in 24 to 48 hours, while everyone else in the household is sniffling and miserable for a week or two. So ImmuGuard is something also that I carry with me when I travel, and I travel a great deal. And when you do, you're exposed to a variety of bad air situations in airplanes, different parts of the country, hotel rooms. There's just so many potentials for becoming exposed to different microbes and bugs and so forth. So I always carry ImmuGuard with me when I travel, and at the first sign of a little cold or flu or scratchy throat, I begin taking it for 4 or 5 days, and that usually gives me the boost that I need to abort the cold and feel a whole heck of a lot much better. Next, I want to talk about our formula called Easy Recall. Easy Recall is nutritional support for short-term memory. And when I started putting together some of these targeted formulas for the reason of trying to improve the quality of life of our clients, it occurred to me one day that as we're all aging, we're just as concerned in many ways about our memory. Many people are frightened of becoming, developing dementia or Alzheimer's or some sort of thing and losing touch with reality. And while the majority of people who suffer from memory loss, or what we call short-term memory interruption, will never develop these more advanced memory diseases, still, the ability to be able to recall someone's name, a phone number, these types of things tend to get less with age. And because of that, I developed a formula that helps to rebalance the chemistry of the brain. And the end result of that is an increased short-term memory ability. A couple of the very powerful ingredients in this formula were tested at major universities on college students cramming and studying for final exams, semester exams and so forth, and it was discovered that people who used these ingredients had up to 40% increase in their ability to retain and recall short-term information for the test. And our Easy Recall formula does this in a wide variety of ways. Thyrox, our next formula, is nutritional support for the thyroid gland. About 5% of the people in this country suffer from underactive thyroid. And whether you're taking medication for your thyroid or whether you're not, which means you're probably borderline and don't qualify, our Thyrox formula helps both groups of people. If you're taking medication, it helps the thyroid use the medication more effectively, so you get better results for it. This is especially true if you're taking a synthetic thyroid medication. If you're borderline low thyroid and the doctor says you don't qualify yet, well, then the Thyrox can help your body oftentimes kick over and you'll start losing weight, you'll feel better, you'll have more energy, your hair won't be as brittle and dry, your skin won't be as dry, and so forth. The last formula I want to talk about today is ImmuGuard. The last formula I want to talk about today is Inflamease. And Inflamease is our latest formula, and it provides nutritional support for controlling the inflammatory response or inflammation in the body. Now, there are several types of inflammation. There's acute inflammation, that's when you drop a brick on your big toe or sprain your ankle. There's chronic inflammation, such as the pain and loss of motion that comes from arthritis, bursitis, chronic back pain, carpal tunnel, etc. And then there's silent inflammation. That's the inflammation you can't feel because it's below the pain threshold, but it's involved in a lot of chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease. In fact, heart disease, the #1 cause of heart disease is inflammation caused by free radical damage to the walls of your arteries. By being able to control inflammation naturally and safely in the body, we can many times lower the inflammation below the, or pain from the inflammation below the pain threshold, and people can live a very comfortable life. Once the inflammation is under control, the body is in a better position to heal itself, because ongoing inflammation for too long a periods of time actually help to contribute to the destruction of the body's tissues. That's what happens in long-term arthritis, for example. So Inflamease, and by the way, Inflamease has no side effects whatsoever. You can take it every day for the rest of your life with no risk of stomach bleeding, heart problems, or any of the other things often associated with anti-inflammatory medications. My name is Dr. Whiting. I am the founder and director of the Institute of Nutritional Science, and we are dedicated to helping you help your clients and members toward a better, healthier, longer life. You can always reach us at 888-454-8464, or you can email me directly at askthedoc@healthyinformation.com. Thanks for listening, and I hope this series of discussions has helped make you a more knowledgeable and empowered individual.